us. I want to remind you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Obedezca y protege en todo tiempo, ¿ok? Aquí, belt line's good. Y aquí, y arriba está bien, ¿ok? Choco guantes, let's go.
The undefeated Falcao, former Olympic silver medalist, a Brazilian national champion, a bronze medalist at the World Championships in 2011, a very highly acclaimed amateur career, 280 amateur fights before turning pro. And not to discredit Manny Woods, Chris, but a guy that Falcao should be able to take care of in terms of the tail of the tape and what their histories are. What do you look for from Falcao in this fight?
You know, I'm expecting Falcao to go out there, use that amateur pedigree, like you said, and break down his man in front of him. He should be able to out-hustle him, outwork him. He's just a better fighter in every way.
Unloading power shots, Falcao here in the first round, and Woods taking them off the chin so far. See Falcao just lining up Woods. Already Woods in that defensive crouch, and not much of a choice but to take those punches in stride. This 8-round bout. Falcao with 16 knockouts in his career, would love for it to be over early here in Fresno.
It's the way he's landing body shots, I don't expect it to go too late. He has completely thrown the jab out the window, come forward and throwing ripping body shots on both sides.
And why not? They're landing. Left, right, left, right. It's Falcao just wailing on Woods here in the first round. Falcao, Chris, comes from a boxing family. His brother Yamaguchi, also a medalist in the 2012 Olympics, won bronze in the light heavyweight division. It is in his blood.
You see Manny Woods utilizing that high guard defense, coming with his hands kind of ear-muffed around, coming forward. Leaves a lot of openings around the gloves and around the elbows, as you can see Falcao ripping hooks on both sides.
Goodness.
And to the body.
Going right around the guard, and overhand right lands. A lot of punishment here in round number 1 on behalf of Falcao.
Falcao's really just being a bully right now. He's coming forward. Like I said, he's completely throwing out the use of the jab. He's coming forward, ripping hooks on both sides, digging the body shots. And Woods is letting him, because like I said, that high guard defense covers your face, but also pins your offense down. He's not getting many punches off.
If you're Woods, are you just hoping, hey, maybe I can withstand this punishment for a couple rounds and he'll tire out?
It looks like he's trying to throw in between to catch Falcao, but Falcao's just too quick at this point.
Under a minute to go here in round number 1. A good body shot. The right hand from Esquiva Falcao, the Brazilian.
I like the subtle head movement from Falcao. It's kind of hard to tell because he's being so offensive, but he makes little movements to just make Woods miss.
Woods just sitting on the ropes. Tough to get any power from that position, other than receiving the power on the hands of Falcao.
You see with guys with big amateur backgrounds like Falcao using their eyes to set up the shots, use their defense, not get hit with anything clean.
10 seconds.
Easy work so far for Falcao, who is scoring power punches at will. Full siblings / half siblings under their father, Adegaard Florentino, who is still alive, 81 years old, and a legend in Brazil, a legendary fighter, a martial arts pioneer known as the Black Bull in Brazil, and a guy who has had a documentary made about his life and produced 2 Olympic medalists, and now a pretty darn good professional in Esquiva Falcao.
I mean, 18 kids, it looks like he's building his own army.
Round number 2, Falcao in the Brazilian flag color trunks, green and yellow. Manny Woods from St. Petersburg, Florida, in those black trunks with silver phrase. We saw the power in the first round, Chris, of Esquiva Falcao. Is that something he's able to maintain if this fight goes on 6, 7, 8 rounds?
Yeah, I mean, we saw the power punching. Not many of the punches had too much of an effect on Woods. We didn't see him wobble or wince very much, but we'll see as that goes on. But I don't think Falcao was working all that hard in the first round, so I do believe he'll be able to keep up this pace.
He's had 4 fights scheduled for 10 rounds. This fight is for 8. 2 of those 4 went the distance, so he's not unaccustomed to going the distance in fights. So you have to assume his stamina is there to keep that onslaught going. Shortening up his punches a little bit here in the second round.
Yeah, I like that from Falcao. He's switching things up a little bit. Instead of just ripping big shots, you can see he's kind of touching, looking to set up the big shots now. Realizing that he's got a tough guy in front of him who can actually take the leather.
He's gotten on the inside. Woods has landed a couple left hooks since Esquiva Falcao has gotten closer.
Well, his corner was imploring Woods to show me something this round.
Falcao, who began boxing at 13 years old, 280 amateur fights in his career, fighting family from Brazil.
Well, let's not to mention the fights in that family of having 17,
sure.
17 brothers and sisters.
Fight for a seat at the dinner table.
Nice head movement there from Falcao. I like those little bit of movements. Just makes Woods miss. Answers. I would like to see a jab, but honestly, he doesn't really need it at this point.
Landed the left uppercut that sent Woods backwards into the ropes, and now Falcao trying to capitalize, and Woods dances away, at least for the moment.
Putting on a lot of pressure is Falcao.
Left hook from Woods lands, blood from the nose of Manny Woods trickling down. And really, Falcao doing anything he wants. And now Woods sitting on that bottom rope. And referee Edwin Galantes thinking about maybe stepping in and calling a knockdown, if not stopping this fight altogether.
Yeah, Woods is just looking for one shot in between the fusillade of punches that's coming from Falcao right now.
Blood from Manny Woods' nose trickling onto us here in the broadcast booth.
Man, better not hit my nice jacket.
I already got one on my tie. This is Burberry.
Very nice tie, by the way.
It's gonna be tough to get out.
Yeah. Send the dry cleaning bill to Falcao.
I'll send it to Top Rank. It'll be tough to explain to the dry cleaner. Falcao back to the body to finish round number 2.
Great news. There's a quick way you can save money. Switch to Geico. Geico can help you get great coverage at a great price. And it only takes 15 minutes to see if you can save 15
Rough round there for Woods, who spent majority of the round with his back against the rope, getting hit by a fusillade of punches from Falcao, ripping uppercuts to the inside, which caused the nose to bloody in that round. Also, just the consistent body work on both sides of Woods' body from Falcao. Really dominant performance so far, showing Woods no respect, coming forward, letting go with both hands.
So we talked about where Falcao, Chris, is ranked on the different sanctioning bodies, as high as number 4. You've seen him now for a couple rounds here. I know you've watched a few rounds and called a fight of his in the past. Anything right now that separates him from where he's at today to where he needs to go if and when he gets a title shot?
Honestly, this fight's not showing us a whole lot. He's really just come from his corner to and meeting Woods in his corner and just letting both hands go. It's almost like a heavy bag session at this point. I've seen Falcao's skills before. He's got a good jab, he's got good movement, he mixes up his punches really well. He doesn't really need that with the guy that's in front of him now. Hopefully this is not a sign of him degrading, and it's just because he knows what he has in front of him.
And is it possible in a situation like this for Falcao to take a step backwards, given he's not challenged a whole lot, or is it more so just a tune-up, a way to stay sharp?
You know, it could be something you could work on. You know, you're out there, like you got a guy who's going to shell up and not do a whole lot, not throw a whole lot at you. You could work on some things, but honestly, it just looks like Falcao wants to get him out of there.
Woods has shown a strong chin. He's been sitting on the ropes for much of the last round. You can tell Woods is really worn down.
Yeah, he was he absorbed the punches well in round number 1, but round 2 looked like they were really having an effect.
The question is, how long will his corner and referee Edwin Galantes allow this to go? It's been a completely dominating performance by Falcao so far, even though there hasn't been a knockdown. Woods has shown no aggression on the offensive end, and the punishment he has taken has been considerable.
At some point, it's just a matter of time. How much are we gonna let this guy take damage?
right hook, and now back to the body with the left hand from Falcao. Woods just showing one punch at a time, Chris.
Yeah, but he's a tough guy, man. He's still in there taking really big shots. He's been getting hit fairly clean the last round and a half, but he's still in there and throwing back.
Being a tough guy in a fight like this is not always the best thing.
No, not at all. It's good to be tough, but it's also good to be healthy.
Yes. Considering what the sport has gone through over the past year. Eye is always on the corner, the referee and the doctors in fights like this that are lopsided. And clearly Woods, at least at this point, has not shown any reason to believe he's capable of winning this fight. So why continue to allow him to take that punishment?
I think it's a little early yet, but
his trainer's going to stop him. This fight is over.
And just in time.
And the referee needs to be told, as even despite the white towel coming in, referee Edward Colantes was about to start the fight anyway. So a good job by Colantes and the corner of Manny Woods to stop this fight here in the third round as Esquiva Falcao waltzes to the 25th victory of his career.
Chuck Chansey Park, I am standing up here outside section 116, 117 with the beautiful knockouts. They are here to meet you. So please get on up here, say hello, take a picture.
Just more of the same. Falcao really just abusing Woods, pushing him into the corner, pushing him against the ropes, unloading both hands. And we had all seen enough. You know, Woods' corner, the referee, even the announcers, we were talking about stopping the fight. And we had the towel thrown in from the corner. And that will be the 17th win by Falcao by knockout.
Easy work for Falcao here in Fresno, California, and you have to think maybe 1 or 2 fights away from a championship opportunity, or at least being a mandatory or #1 challenger. Lupe Contreras will announce the victory in the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Edward Colantes steps in and calls a halt to the action with an official time. 2 minutes, 18 seconds of round number 3. Your winner, by way of knockout, still undefeated, El Toro Moreno, Esquiva Falcao.
Falcao, all smiles all week, and those are not going to stop any time, showing the pearly whites and moving to